Well, good afternoon, this is Cornish Trevor again. You can guess where we are now by looking at this. There's the gates. There's the gates here. This, of course, is St Michael's Hospital in Hale. And that there is a statue to commemorate it, but this was put up in 1933, that statue was. But before that, we've got to go on about the Downs, which was in behind the hospital. The Downs was built in 1880 for Mr. Rollins. But by the year 1900, Miss Frances Ellis came down from London with her sister and purchased the Downs. I said, I'm not filming you, sir, it's all right. I'm just doing a bit of history. Miss Frances Ellis came down and purchased, well, the Downs, and this in here was the garden. I said, I'm not filming you, all right, I'm just filming the building. The building there, part of this granite, when it was built, come from up by Tolroy from some of the, you know, the derelict mines, etc. Anyway, Miss Frances Ellis, she had the equivalent today in money, about 16 million. And then she invited the Daughters of the Liège to come over from Europe to set up a, well, they wanted to build an hospital. Well, it took quite a few years really, but anyhow, Miss Frances Ellis said that as long as they let her live in the Downs, they could build this hospital. And so they started about 1910, and they actually opened it. That's the Downs up there. I better not go no, well, I'm going not too far, but I think the Downs is just up there. You can see the, oh, it's got a blue plaque. I'll go up and have a look at that in a minute. But this St Michael's Hospital was opened the week before the First World War. So it was a very low-key ceremony. And then they had private rooms, of course. That was the idea. And then they had rooms for people that couldn't afford a lot, that they could come in and have treatment. And I've got to say this, I'm an AO boy myself, but this is the best hospital, I think, in the world, really. But St Michael's is renowned for, well, everything. The nurses, the surgeons, the aftercare is absolutely wonderful. So I don't mind coming up here for anything. Good as gold. I'll just show you this Downs here now. It's got a blue plaque on it, so I'm able to read this. And this is called, this is a care home now. Designed by distinguished church architect John Dando Setting. Uniquely, the design incorporated an integral garden. Both house and gardens are listed. Now, my late father actually worked in the grounds of the Downs, and of course all the nuns in there then, they were virtually self-sufficient with the vegetables and everything else. But, so my father worked there for the last 8 years of his life. I was fortunate a few years ago to do a talk about the Downs in St Michael's Hospital to raise a bit of money, and they give me permission to walk in the grounds and sit where my late father sat. What a fantastic, what a privilege, what an honor it was to be able to do that. But so right, we're going back down here now, just going down and turn left. I just want another little thing. I mean, they've been extending, and of course by the nuns ran it up until about 1976, and then the NHS, because of the cost and all, and because they'd gone up to about 70. All right, sir, you carry on. I'm not filming you, all right?
I hope not.
No, I'm not filming you, it's all right. I'll just go that way. All right. I'm just doing a bit of history, sir, on this area, that's all. All right.
How far back are you going?
Well, this is that's 1914, but I'm doing...
Oh, that's a bit before my time.
1880, when the Downs was built.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a little bit. I'm going to talk about the house down there a minute, and then I'm going to... All right.
Yeah.
Keep well. I'll just say how nice a hospital this is.
It is.
Wonderful. There I've got people coming in here now. This is the Hale Hospice. That's, well, recent, but it's been up here a few years now anyhow. And so they extended and extended. this hospital, and of course then the NHS took over, but it's still a wonderful hospital. I'm just going down here to show this very important house down here. This is St Julius Hospice, of course, built in the grounds. And they do such a wonderful, marvellous job in looking after people that are not very well at all. And they're up on top of the roof. Better not say nothing. Don't want them to fall over. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, they're putting panels on the roof is what they're doing. Getting it all sorted. Now this is a very important building. I was talking about Mr. Rawlins. Now Mr. Rawlins had a daughter called Kitty Rawlins. Now she married Henry Jenner. And this is where they lived from 1919 onwards, 1919. So this is where his daughter lived with Henry Jenner. He was our first Grand Bard of the Gorseth. And yeah, I'm just going to go and look over here a minute. This used to be called the Nurses. This is the Marie Therese home now. We've got Henry Jenner, I say 1848, 1934, and Kitty Lee Jenner, 1854, 1936. He was the first Grand Bard of Cornwall. I say it's the Marie Therese house now. People with long-term health issues can come there and be well looked after, as we say, well looked after. But Henry Jenner was Hale's first president of Hale O'Cornwall until he sadly passed away in 1934. And they had one daughter, and she was called Isolt. Right, I think it's time for me to turn this off. It's many are working and I don't like to disturb anybody. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right.